One of the major record companies sustains enormous losses in Kazakhstan due to the numerous websites with illegal content. During the Tuesday's conference, foreign experts suggested a number of anti-piracy measures, including blocking blacklisted resources. In response, local officials said that they are already successfully fighting the pirates and existing legislation tools are quite enough for that.
The right holders intend to intensify their anti-piracy efforts in Kazakhstan, the country with the third market share in the CIS, behind only Russia and Ukraine. At the same time, profits from selling licensed products continue to drop across the world, but the right holders are not planning to give up easily.
Kazakh market is too big and serious to be simply forgotten about. Before the laws on piracy, Kazakhstan could be ignored, but now the situation is different.
The Kazakh law on intellectual property is very thorough and leaves no loopholes, forcing pirates to remain in shades. According to the procedural legislation, intellectual property rights are part of the private-public law, which is a huge advantage for right holders and law enforcement agencies, as criminal cases can be instigated even without right holders' action. Although consumers are also viewed as a responsible party under this law, it is mainly targeting distributors. In Japan, a similar collaboration between the government and international organizations led to the creation of a special system that grants providers access to the internet resources exclusively with legal content. Experts admit that the system has monopolistic features, but consider them acceptable. It is also possible for providers to completely block or partially obstruct the access to blacklisted websites that distribute illegal software.
Thousands of criminal cases are instigated every year against pirates who distribute illegal DVDs. Unfortunately, this is still a drop in the ocean in terms of the scale of piracy in Kazakhstan.
At the moment, only local organizations fight against pirates in Kazakhstan, although representatives of the Music Corporation talked about the possibility to send their special representative to Kazakhstan in the near future.
Members of political parties Nur Otan and Adilet, as well as the National Patriots, decided to give the Kazakh youth a 3-day course in patriotism during the National Forum Youth for the Unity of Kazakh Nation, opened in Astana on April 27th.
The National Forum is held exclusively in Kazakh. The people's poet who recently joined the opposition, Mukhtar Shakhanov, talks about the patriotic education of the youth, which apparently begins with the knowledge of the state language. The poet was talking for 20 minutes instead of allocated 4. Initially, this was supposed to be a dialogue between students of the Kazakh Humanities and Jurisprudence University and public activists. However, the anticipated pluralism of opinions was never achieved. The organizers believe that their main goal is to convince the youth that the country is on the path of stable development. The goal is to once again tell the youth of Kazakhstan that united we stand strong, lucky and with many opportunities.
Residents of Pavlodar asked the local authorities to remember the local heroes of the Second World War. While some of them are celebrated with concerts, others are completely forgotten.
This street in Pavlodar is named after the hero of the Soviet Union, Serikbay Mutkenov. Officials ignored it for the last 15 years, and now all that is seen here is dirt, dust and gaps on the pavement. The 65th anniversary of the Victory Day of the World War II will be celebrated soon, and we have a street named after the two-time hero of the Soviet Union. If his family saw the street, what would they think? We're ashamed. During one fight in 1943 in Ukraine, Mutkenov was left alone against numerous German forces. He was able to stop several tanks and killed 40 Nazis. Serikbay Mutkenov was killed in 1944 and awarded the hero rank posthumously. At the same time, Pavlodar officials choose to make extra effort in maintaining another city street, named after another war hero, Mahmet Kayrbayev, who would turn 85 on January 1st. The selectivity of the city authorities is not really clear.
After the grand celebration of the 65th anniversary, we will definitely find opportunities and means to clean up the streets and honor the heroes.
Officials promised to organize a celebration on Mutkenov Street in the time for hero's birthday. Quite obviously, this will happen only next year, as he was born on February 16. Workers of the local communal service say that their hands are tied, as there is no money in the budget for the street repair.
The street will not be repaired this year, maybe next year. All roadworks require an approval project first, and there is none for this street yet.
Last weekend, a segment of the Eternal Flame from Moscow was brought to the city. It was done by an entire delegation consisting of party members from the ruling Nuratan and its wings Jasatan, as well as the official state TV crew. Instead, only one delegate could bring the flame, says residents of Murkenov Street, while the rest of the funds could have been spent more wisely.
Kazakhstan's war veterans are getting ready for the victory parade in Russia. 2 residents of East Kazakhstan were lucky to be chosen for a visit to the Moscow's Red Square. 15 other veterans living in the region will celebrate the victory anniversary in Astana. Most of them admit that the best part of these trips is the opportunity to meet with their comrades now living in Russia and other cities of Kazakhstan.
2 Second World War veterans from East Kazakhstan will participate in the military parade on the Red Square in Moscow. One of them is Grigory Severushenko from Usk-Kamenogorsk. While the veteran is trying on the new beret, his spouse proudly shows the official suit made specially for Severushenko for the main victory parade. Black suits, including pants and jackets, were made specifically for the veterans. Severushenko recalls that after the war he planned to visit the Red Square several times, but something always came up and trips were postponed. Now the veteran is happy that the dream will come true.
We will be there watching the young soldiers march, just like we did in the past. All armed forces will be represented there, which is very nice.
In another part of the city, 87-year-old Nadezhda Kolobova is also preparing for the trip, this time to Astana. A delegation of 15 veterans from the regions will go there to celebrate the Victory Day anniversary. I really want to see Astana and what they have built there in the past 10 years. The mood is great. Besides the parade, a number of activities are planned in the capitals for the veterans, who begin their trips on May 6th, together with accompanying persons. The accompanying group consists of medical personnel and employees of the local city administration. The veterans say that the first place to visit in Moscow and Astana will be the Eternal Flame, where they will lay flowers to pay tribute to those who died at the war and did not see the Victory Day.
These were the latest updates from Kazakhstan. Thank you for staying with us and goodbye.